The original recipe from my grandmother, so if you don't like it, you can complain to her, is duck leg, cover with salt, only coarse salt. Don't take the fine salt. Salt on top, turn it over, and salt. Do not worry, say, oh, is that too much salt? No, it's not too much salt. It got to be covered in salt. It was, suppose, in the old day, there was no refrigeration, so you had to, a way to conserve food was salt. That's why we got a lot of charcuterie ham with conserving salt. There is a reason why you got coarse salt, because coarse salt will stay there. It will give the taste to the dish, remove the blood from the meat. But the fine salt will go too much inside. It doesn't work the same at all. So always coarse salt, always. So once it's in salt, it goes in the fridge up to 24 hours. Overnight is perfect, in fact. 12 to 24 hours is not important. The next day, you take your duck, you remove as much salt as you can, like this, by tapping. You'll see it will be salt and a bit of liquid, a bit of blood will be there. So you remove that, and you wash it under cold water. And you let the cold water run for, I don't know, 20 minutes, it will be okay, 20 minutes to half an hour. So to remove all the salt, as much as you can salt. That's it. On the third stage of the dish is you got to cook it. To cook it, we call it confit. That's why the name confit is a process of slow cooking, always in duck fat. So we got duck fat, and you warm it up. The most important thing is should never boil too hard. When you cook your duck, it should be just a little bubble coming out. That's it. Because if you boil it too hard, it kills the meat. The meat is getting very, very dry. And you don't want that. You want a moist piece of meat. So here we got 2 legs of duck. We've been salt yesterday, and they're ready to cook. So the only thing you got to, very simple, you take the duck and you put it in the fat. You leave it on the side of the cooker, because you want to control that heat, Remember, the most important thing is just bubble of this. So maybe 95 degrees Celsius, it's perfect, 90 to 95. Don't go to 100 because 100 is boiling and it's not. Now the duck is in the fat, it's cooking slowly, starting to cook. And so now I'm going to make a cartouche to put on top of the duck. What is a cartouche? It's just a piece of paper. So you take a piece of paper, fold it in two again in two, every time in two, in fact, like that, until you reach that, roughly that thing. You measure it, you go roughly, you imagine the middle is there, you are going to cut here. I'll check again, okay. You open it, that's the cartouche, it's quite nice. And it goes on top of the duck. You only use a grease-proof paper, don't use a newspaper, it doesn't work the same way. And that's it, that's done. So now after about 2 hours and a half, I'm going to check if the duck is ready, you see? And what I explained before, is just you want to see little bulb coming on top, not boiling like boiling water, just gently boil. So 90, 95 degrees Celsius is a perfect temperature to cook it. To check if it's cooked, you cannot put your finger in it. So what you do, we take a needle, anything. This one is a wooden one, but if you got a metallic one, or if you got a chef fork, it's perfect. So what you do, you go there. So you go and push it into the meat. Now, when I pull it back, if the meat drops from the needle, that means the meat is cooked. Do not remove the duck from the fat. Just take it away from the flame and let it cool down for few hours until you can put your hands in it. You know? So you got to cool down. If you remove the duck now, the meat will get dry. So that's ready. That was your mise en place. So when you got one, what you want to do if you want to eat it? You could eat it like that if you want. Of course, it's not bad. But what you got to achieve to really enjoy it, the skin, to have a crispy skin. So by having a crispy skin, the only way to do it is to take a frying pan, put it on the fire, take your leg, put it on the pan, skin down. So, because there is a fresh duck and we just confit it, the meat is hot already. So we just want to achieve just the skin. Now, if you are at home and the duck, because it will keep for a long time, is cold, you put it on a pan and you put the pan in the oven until you got that nice crispy skin. The garnish of the duck will be red cabbage. It's quite nice because the cabbage is a bit acidic and it will break the fat of the duck, you know. And duck leg. You see the skin is crispy, a nice color. So one thing is with a duck, with a duck confit, you'll never see a sauce. Never. No any type of sauce. If you want, you can eat a gherkin if you want, if you're happy, but on his own is perfect. Bon appétit.